All right. Food run. Hey everyone, just me here from McCart, and we're back to a new Press 4 stream. Now, if I do sound a little awful, I am feeling a little bad. Like, feeling not so great. I'm not feeling so great inside, like, very ill feeling. Very ill feeling. That's my fault. I thought I could have reached that. I think I hit an edge. I couldn't reach it. Oh well. It's the thought that counts, right? Oh well, it's the thought that counts, right? I guess that's what you could say. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I love this part. I always love doing this part. There. I definitely think you said Spyro. I definitely think you should get it on the PS4 because I got it on both. I got it both on my Switch and the PlayStation, so I think you should too. I mean, that's just me. You can do whatever you want, right? You can definitely do whatever you want, but I think it would be good to have it on the PlayStation also. That's that's just from me, just me saying it. Just me saying that. It's the old saying. Because again, I got it on both PS4 and my Switch. Kind of like how I got All Star Brawl, All Star Brawl for my PlayStation and Switch, and Crash 4 Insane Trilogy on my Switch and PlayStation, and Minecraft, Switch and PlayStation, and SpongeBob. Again, you can do whatever you want. It's just if I had to say for you, I would definitely say that would be great to do. I don't think I can stay for this stream. Sorry. You don't need to be sorry. I always understand. I always understand to my subscribers if they can't stay. Definitely don't think nothing would be wrong if y'all can't stay. I totally get that. Definitely, I'm a person that understands that if my subscribers can't stay. So no need to be sorry. You're good.
My franchise? Could I open a restaurant?
I definitely get it. Hopefully all of y'all are having a good day today. I don't know why I'm feeling all nasty inside today. I'm just feeling all gross inside. Like also just, sinuses and drainage. A lot of sinus drainage.
Eat my franchise because I sold my future franchise. Oh, bollocks, my head hurts.
The hidden gem is ours.
Wonder what the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy and fried. Woo!
I don't mind this level. It's one of my favorites. People will say that they would hate this level just because of how long it is, but personally, I don't mind it. I love it. Getting to do both Tana and Dingodile. I always think that's something that you don't normally see.
Oh yeah!
That was my fault. I ran straight into it. That's my fault. I ran straight into it. I don't know why, but I just for some reason ran straight into it. It's fine. And this level has 441 crates.
Oh yeah!
Oh, it's the end bit. This part is my least favorite over here, the end section of all these cars.
Spicy fried mystery food.
Ah. The crate escape. Well, before the crate escape, actually. How many flashback tapes are we completing? I don't know if we completed any, actually. Let me see. Yeah, we haven't even completed any. Let's do some of these flashback tapes. Yeah, after you should say, or it should be afternoon. But how you doing today, my friend? Sorry if I sound a little not so good because I am. My throat is not really, or it's just hurting me today, and you know, drainage, sinus drainage again. For some reason, I'm having to be sick today. Yeah, for some reason, my body had to be like sick feeling. I don't know why.
He's still alive.
Interesting.
Found it all.
Accidentally spun. There you go.
First test complete.
I slept well a little bit last night, but I took a little bit of a nap and late this morning. That sounds really good. Having a little bit of a nap in the morning. Look, you can, if you see very, very closely at those nitros, they have just the end on it. You know, the old design of the nitros.
The Bandicoot bipedalization was a success. If he survives my trials of wit and strength, he'll be promoted to general of my army. You mean you'll brainwash him, Master?
Tomato, potato. I don't know what happened there. I was trying to go to the other crate and I just went a little too far or too less and I hit the nitro. It's fun. This is what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do.
Nitro crate technology shows promise, but may require more R&D before rolling out.
That's where you come in. You gotta be stealthy here. Stealthy.
Outstanding!
Oh, he was just saying that. He was just saying that he wasn't going to be able to make it to or be in this stream today. He was just telling me that. Sorry if he won't be in today's stream or be here for today's stream. He was just letting me know.
Embryo, bring me a waffle fruit. The bandicoot's obsession with them has given me a
Your allergy.
No, it's fine. Clean it.
Embryo having to clean up their cortex and his allergy. Like, you gotta feel bad for Brio. having to clean up everything that Cortex does. Having to clean up everything after Cortex. Like, again, you just gotta feel bad for Brio. Gotta feel bad for him. Can't believe we're almost at Christmas. How is that? Right? When did that come? When did that happen? How we're less than 2 weeks till Christmas. How did that happen? Yeah. But I thought Neocortex hates Swampa fruits. Right? Right? Cortex hates Swampa fruits, but he technically has an allergy for them. Thanks to Embryo saying that he has allergies. And Cortex always forcing Embryo to clean up his mess after his allergy infection. But Master, your allergy, oh, it's fine. You can clean it. Oh.
Let's see how this one goes.
It's great. A classic design. Got an idea from cartoons. Cortex got the idea of TNT from cartoons. How funny is that? Got the idea of TNT from cartoons. He got the idea of TNT from cartoons. Who knows where he got the idea of nitros?
Compared to the last subject, the increasing thickness of the bandicoot's skull seems to be paying off. Seriously, wombat skull
Shatter like snow globes.
Good one.
And of course, we always know that Engine replaces his blood with fossil fuel. Like, that's another thing that we get to learn that probably we never thought we would need to hear. And Jen saying that, or telling this, or Coco that she should replace all of hers with, like he did, with fossil fuel. Which that explains why it's so weird. That can explain why Engine's so weird, because he is half cyborg. He is half cyborg, so it makes sense that Engine would have something else that he runs on. Crunch. There's Crunchy. Crunch Bandicoot.
So short, so
Breezy. Noodles and room in the air. It seems that Cortex's old sword fits Cross splendidly. That's true. Cortex regrets not getting a wombat. Because it would have all been different and because of his mistake. But past Cortex saying that the bandicoots are strong, clever, and above all loyal, if we remember. The past Cortex says that when future Cortex says that, why didn't he just stick with the wombat? Testing 1, 2, test. Hello, people subject. Dr. Nitrous Brio, your future master. The future master of Cress and Coco and Brio. The future master of Cress and Coco, which is in Brio.
Yes, you will make a worthy ally. Adriel, are you running my experiment? Get out of here! Say nothing of our plan.
Say nothing of our plan. Alright, Brio. I won't say anything. I will not say anything, embryo, of our plan.
Test success!
I love the embryo flashback tapes. Like, embryo telling Chris and Coco soon embryo would be his future master. Or their future master, which is embryo. Like, pretty much just betraying Cortex. Embryo telling Chris and Coco that he is their future master.
You may start.
Which I find that funny, too.
Dear diary, I seem to be developing a connection with the
Cortex in the diary.
Wait, did I hit the wrong button?
Yeah, you did, Cortex. You hit the wrong button. We heard everything that he said in his diary. We heard everything Cortex had to say. Subject is to ignore his last message.
Test success!
Cortex saying, "Dear Diary, I've been developing a connection with the subject. A fatherly..." Wait, did I hit the wrong button? Yeah, he hit the wrong button indeed. He surely hit the wrong button. He hit the diary button.
I hope I didn't make this one too hard.
Well, hey, at least we know Cortex has a diary. Cortex has a diary.
Subject, do you think I'm too hard on embryo? I worry about it.
Cortex thinking that he's too hard on embryo. Dadgummit. I wasn't fast enough. You gotta be fast on that part. Gotta be fast. Fast like Sonic. There we go. Fast like that.
I'll surprise surprise embryo with a nice dinner. Embryo, prepare yourself for surprise dinner.
It ain't a surprise if he tells embryo that it's a surprise dinner.
You had help, didn't you? Be honest.
Oh, really? I didn't know if he did complete it. I didn't know that Canadian guy got all the platinum relics. Congratulations to him, Canadian guy. He finally got 106%. Which I wonder what he thought about the Cross 5 teaser. I do wonder if he did say anything about it. I bet he did, too. I bet he probably said something with the 106% Cross 5 teaser. Like, gave his style.
Go!
But I wonder if he would start making Cross 5 videos now and predictions and stuff of what could happen now that he got 106.
Happy birthday, subject.
Happy birthday, subject. Wait, we didn't get to hear the hope someone likes Wumpa cake. Oh, here we go.
Okay. I withheld Embryo's bathroom privileges until he got the recipe right.
Dang.
Master, please.
That is terrible. Taking away Embryo's bathroom privileges until he gets the recipe right. That is cruel, Cortex. Even for you. Even for Cortex, that is cruel. Even for Cortex, that is cruel. Like, that is just cruel, even for Cortex. If you just think about it. Taking away Embryo's bathroom privileges. Just because he doesn't get the recipe right. That is just terrible. And you heard Embryo needing to go. Embryo was begging Cortex to give him his bathroom privileges again. Oh, he saw the 106% ending of Crash Bandicoot 4 about top, but he didn't mention about Crash Bandicoot 5 as the next brand new Crash Bandicoot mainline game yet. But I'm sure he'll make a video of it. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't mention anything of it. You tell me that he didn't mention anything of it. I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't say anything. But I'm definitely sure he'll do it.
Foolish Cortex. He doesn't know we're plotting against him right under his nose.
We're scheming with Embryo. We're scheming against Cortex. So we're on Embryo's side, plotting against Cortex.
Coordination feels so
Dangerous,
but we must be careful,
my friend. Plotting with Embryo is so good.
I just don't want to scrape bandits up on the floor anymore.
Plotting with Embryo feels so dangerous, and I love it. I love plotting with Embryo. Crash, Coco, and Embryo make a good team. Or they would make a very great team. Embryo really wants his friends to join him. Embryo really wants his friends, Crash and Coco, to join with Embryo and take down Cortex. Cortex Vortex pre-check.
Experiment wrong. Bandicoot subject final trial. Oh, seems like only yesterday subject was nibbling one
Those scraps
out of my
hair. Oh, this one being the last cross flashback type can be complicated. At least that bit, the starting bit, can be complicated. Why don't we have these crates that do this and act more in actual levels? Just imagine that.
I got your little graduation present subject. A name. Crashworth Cortex the First. That's for sure.
Press. Sure. There you go.
Excellent work,
Crash's promotion.
Time for your promotion.
It's time for Crash's promotion. Go get him, Tiger. Crash's promotion. Coco's flashback tapes. Codename Coco.
Begin experiment log. Objective. Codename Coco. That rapscallion's brother of yours has to escape. You wouldn't be all alone. Crash is the real here.
So technically, the Coco flashback or the Coco experimenting began after Crash escaped, because Cortex said if Coco's brother didn't escape, Coco wouldn't be all alone. So technically, Coco's experiments began after Crash escaped Cortex's castle in the beginning of Crash 1. Just from that description.
Crash. Next time, perhaps.
But that's what I'm pretty sure what happened. Right after Crash escaped Cortex's castle, Coco began getting experimented. That's what I'm pretty sure that happened at least.
Keep it up.
What do y'all think? At least, again, that's just my prediction. That's just a prediction, really, of what I feel that happened. The Engine interview. Interview with Engine. Engine's qualification.
Experiment stop. Tell me about your qualifications.
I have a degree.
Genius devices.
Wait a second.
Embryo,
Embryo,
you left the mic on.
Was that rocket in your head an experiment gone wrong?
Experiment gone wrong, or what rocket? What rocket? I always loved that part. So was that rocket in your head an experiment gone wrong, or what rocket?
Found it all.
What rocket? And Jen never knows that there's a rocket in his head. It's like Jen never knew or never known there's a rocket in his head. And Cortex thought it was an experiment gone wrong. success. A resounding success. Once I perfect my potion, I'll be strong enough to defeat anyone. Vortex. I just gotta test my might against a formidable foe. Nitro bounce crate test. Now I hope these crates make it into Cross 5 and actual levels, not just flashback tapes, but just imagine having these nitro bounce crates and actual levels.
Another day, another trial.
Like these crates right here. Having it in Cross 5.
This crate has a secret
Surprise! It sure does have a secret surprise. I did not call you Siri. I did not even call Siri, and she just turned on. I didn't even say her name. I didn't even call Siri. I didn't even say anything that was like that. I said secret. I said secret, and she called, or she answered. I didn't even say anything related to Siri. Secret and Siri are different, are way different. Yeah, they're completely different. So why would I say that?
The subject's hair has impressive volume and shine.
And I bounce.
Wow. Gabriel, I wish to try whatever ketchup your furry friend uses. My follicles are simply decaying.
Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it first try.
You had help, didn't you?
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest. I could see Cortex waving his finger, saying, like, be honest. You better be honest. You had help, didn't you? Be honest. You better be honest. And gens and something and bouncers. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure this is where he calls Coco a cat, or thinking she's a cat. Like, yup. Really, and Jen.
For the last time, it's not a cat. It's a
And Jen's so stupid. He thinks he thinks Coco's a cat. What is going? I wonder what goes on in Jen's head. I want to know what's on in Jen's head most of the time. Coco is nothing like a cat. Coco is nothing like a cat, and Jen thinks Coco's a cat. Again, I always wonder what goes on in Engine's head sometimes. If he thinks that Coco's a cat, I just wonder what is inside that crazy cyborg like person that Engine is. Right, like, I just want to know what goes on inside Engine's head. I mean, we already know what goes inside Coco's head in Gonna Coco. Right, we already know what goes inside Coco's head. Again, I just want to know what goes inside Engine's head. I always wonder to myself, what goes inside Engine's head? I mean, he pretty much replaced all of his blood with fossil fuel, so that explains one thing. Right, that explains one thing. Oops, I broke it. Oops, I broke it. Nice bowl of milk. Now Engine is offering Coco a bowl of milk. For real. I think Engine needs to see. I think that missile, that rocket in his head, caused some damage to Engine's inside. That's what I feel. Which would understand why Engine is such a crazy. It's just that explains why Engine is such an insane person. Like, what goes inside? The Great Escape. Instead of the Great Escape, it's the Great Escape. Oka Oka! Exclamation or question. Yeah, question mark. What is going to be going on with Oka? Especially when he gets his, well, now thinking about it, Oka doesn't have hands, so I don't know what he's going to grab Cortex with. I was going to say, I don't know what Oka's going to do when he grabs his hands on Cortex, but Oka doesn't have hands. So, who knows what Oka's going to do to Cortex. Oh, I saved myself. I don't know how. I probably shouldn't have. Dadgummit. It's funny how even if you touch the bottom of it, you're still gonna get killed somehow. Right, like even if you touch the bottom of it, of the one up top, you're still gonna get killed.
That Schnurgle snake was killer.
Struth! Who cooked it?
It was too high. That's why it was all rubbery inside. Except by grill marks, too.
I like the pickled waffle leaves.
Cortex, you can. Why did you not see it before?
Cortex, you betrayer! Cortex can never be trusted. Well, maybe just in Twinsanity.
Give him hell!
Right, I guess just in Twinsanity he can be trusted. But Cortex can't be trusted in the other way.
There's another way I can break this cycle of endless fighting between us. I can go back to where it started. I can undo my greatest failure.
He means you, Crash.
Bye-bye, bandicoots.
You better hold on tight. Cortex's betrayal. Which, to be honest, Entropy betrayed Cortex. Well, no. First, Cortex and Trophy betrayed Uka Uka.
Now for
And
me
then-
to stop me.
And Trophy betrayed Cortex. And then Cortex betrayed everybody else. 3 betrayals that there is. 3 betrayals, we should say. 3 betrayals in Press 4. 1, like I said, with Uka Uka. 2, buying Trophy. And then 3, with Cortex. Like, he could just... But you can't blame Uka Uka. He was the one that did them. And they just did him wrong, too. Trophy and Cortex did him wrong.
You again? You two are so clingy. Take a hint already. Who's on my super secret personal frequency?
What?
What? Who is this? This imposter? Do you not recognize your own face? I've come from the future to warn you. You try to turn Crash Bandicoot into the general of your army, you will fail. The machine checks God. Feed! Embryo! Alert the guards! Why won't I listen to me?
Why would Cortex not listen to him? Listen up, lackeys. There's an imposter me on the loose. Typical with appearance. Beady eyes. Lips like 2 override bananas. Skin like a jealous mold rat. A bona fide 10. Which, speaking of Cross 4, everybody, I wanted to tell y'all, this week's edition of Pizza Thursday, we will complete Cross 4 It's About Time 106% on the Pizza Thursday series. Just to let y'all know, because we will be getting the rest of, or all the Platinum Relics in this week's edition stream. And complete Cross 4 It's About Time on the Pizza Thursday series. How about that? And getting the Cross 5 teaser as well in the Pizza Thursday series. I did not mean to jump on a nitro, or wasn't even aiming for the nitro. How did I miss that jump? How did I miss that jump? I don't even know how I missed that. That was probably one of the most easiest jumps, and I somehow missed it. See, that jump is very easy, and I somehow missed it. But it's fine. It's fine. Guards, reach security. Protect your master. What's that gonna sound like? Do I have a weird voice? How can you tell? How can you even tell your different voice? Like, that's what I wonder. How could they even tell? Their voices are the same. So I just wonder how they could even tell. Oh, I'm not gonna get the flashback tape. I forgot. But you know what? I want to get the flashback tape, or we need to get the flashback tape, because in the inverted mode, there's no flashback tape. I just remembered we missed that jump, so I totally did not think about that until all the way close to the end of the level. No worries. And it was my fault as well missing that jump.
Listen up, lackeys. There's an imposter bee on the loose. Identical in appearance. Beady eyes.
Look like two overripe bananas.
Skin like a
This mold rat
A bona
by 10. But we'll get it this time for sure. I'm gonna make sure we don't. Oh wait, and also, I just thought of it. I'm glad we restarted. You know, I'm glad we restarted. Because that crate up there, I'm glad we restarted. I totally forgot about it to begin with, so we would have had to, well, restart the level to begin with, right? We would have had to. I don't know. I always seem to forget to go over there and get it. I don't know why. I always seem to forget it. So I'm actually kind of glad that I thought of that too, because that crate is so well hidden too. It's so well hidden. It's easy to miss. Even for me, I always miss it.
Identical in appearance.
I always still miss it. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't die there.
Skin like a jaundiced old rat. A bona fide tear.
I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot. There we go. So we wouldn't even get the crate gem to begin with. If we didn't restart it before. So again, it's pretty much good that I did decide to do that. Or I wouldn't have I would have had to restart it either way. Restart the level either way, so. See, look, I made that jump now.
God,
Security, protect your master.
is
That's
that
what
your
I sound like. You have a weird voice.
Please, listen to me.
Hey, listen to me. Oh, rude.
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 I'm a stubborn moron who's going to destroy your future. I'm a stubborn moron. Hey, wait a minute.
Trying to trick his past self. Trying to trick his past self. No! Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Gum. I somehow had to mess getting up on the gears. Wow. Somehow I had to mess it. Wow. Hello there. We'll worry about the perfect relic in the inverted in this level.
Identical in appearance.
We're just going to be getting that flashback type. Then we'll worry about the perfect relic in this level in the inverted. That's what we'll do. Mostly, any of the perfect relics I don't get, I just get them in the inverted. I just get it in inverted mode. Yeah, this would be easy, just running through the level like normal. I'm gonna get that Akko for sure. And this one over here. To get some protection.
Guard, increase security. Protect your master. Is that what I sound like? Do I have a weird voice?
Oh, we lost both of our Akkus. That didn't last long either.
Please, listen to me. Please, listen to me. Rude. Rude. I'm a stubborn moron who's going to destroy his own future.
This time I'm gonna make sure I don't miss the jump. There it is. Got it. Hit it. Flashback tight.
Mechanics of mammals are most mysterious.
Thankfully, InGen isn't calling Coco a cat like he did before.
Fossil fuels are much more efficient. You should replace yours like I did.
See, he's just now talking about how he replaced all of his blood and replaced it with fossil fuel. And Coco should do the same, because it's much more efficient. Like, for real, InGen. Real InGen. Oh, my jaw popped. That felt good. Toxic tunnels. Which I got a strat. I got a strategy. I got a strategy. What is all that random stuff that keeps coming up in the chat? That doesn't make sense.
Why did you? I have to choose a bandicoot. If I just stuck with the wombat, this all would have been different. Yeah, wombats.
They don't make sense.
Bandicoot is strong, clever, and above all, loyal.
But if I do see another one, then I'll just ban those. I'll just ban those if another one pops up, because I think those are just spams. It may just be spams because it's saying the exact same thing. Or I might just go ahead and do it as well. Yeah, hang on. I'll just go ahead and do it. I do feel those are spams that are coming up, so. So, hide user. Okay. Did it. Or, well, hide user from channel / banning, because they were just spamming, so. Because it just felt like they were spamming, and we don't have spammers here. So, any of those that I just see, I just ban. But how you doing? Like I mentioned before, my friend. If I did say hey to you earlier. So I got a strategy, and this is the strategy. Instead of sliding, I just gotta go to a perfect area where I feel like I'm not. Don't do that. That's the strategy. Do not do that. But can you get it? Or do you get it? I have to crawl or snake and basically get on the ledge and be lucky enough that when I uncrouch, I'll just be on the edge where Crash will do his animation and I could just slide instead of risking and sliding and always getting electrocuted. That's my strategy. I always do, but again, it takes several tries too. It takes several tries. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy too. I can tell you that. It ain't easy.
I have to choose a bandicoot. If I just wombat, this all would have been different. Yeah, wombats. This bandicoot is strong, clever, and above all, loyal. Oh.
Again, it's very risky to do. But that's the strategy I came up with. That is the strategy I did come up with. let's try it again. Again, you have to make sure that you're sure enough that you're not going to just instantly follow or get electrocuted. You got to be sure that you're not going to get electrocuted. Gotta be lucky that I don't. Gotta be sure that. See, I gotta be like this, and then I can just easily slide. See how kind of risky it is? But that's better. I find it much better. It's not that easy. It'll take you several tries because you have to make sure that you're in a right angle. You gotta make sure that you're on the right angle to do it, and you're not just gonna either fall or get electrocuted. It's not that easy, but it's way better. It's way better to do. What is up with all these that just keep coming now? Like, there's another spammer, it looks like, because he's saying the exact same thing that everybody else was saying that we had to remove. Thank you. Thank you, Spyro, for doing it. I don't know why. They just keep coming up. I don't know why they just keep coming up. But they just... Whatever those things are, they just... Or whoever they are, they just keep saying the exact same thing. And that counts as spamming, too. Because they just keep saying the exact same thing. They just... I don't know why. But that's like the third one that we had to do? That's ridiculous. The third one we had to do. Okay, I accidentally wasted my Aku. That is not good. Yup, I knew it. That can happen too. That stuff can happen too. And that's why you need an Aku. You need to keep your Aku with you. That's why you have to do that strategy and keep Aku with you. Or it's something like that would happen. Oh. And of course, Toxic Tunnels is already one of my least favorite levels, obviously. So, just from the Gauntlet, too. But stuff like that can happen, too.
Why did you? I am the Duke of Bandicoot. If I just stuck with the Wombat, this all would have been different. Yeah, Wombats. Bandicoot is strong, clever, and above all, loyal.
I gotta really try to actually get it. Because once we get this section, the Gauntlet done, everything else is really not that difficult in this level. It's this part that makes it Really? Uh, oh, man. Oh, why? I can do it. I can.
Why did
It
you?
just takes me
I have to use a bandit.
probably longer than I expect to do this level.
It's all a bit different. Wombat. This bandicoot is strong, clever, and above all loyal.
Definitely. And who knows who will be developing Crash 5. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Toys for Bob. I don't know why. I kind of would like it if it is Toys for Bob that would develop it. Because of how they did with Crash 4. I mean, Baynox obviously could do it too. But I feel Toys for Bob would be doing it. And I could see Crash 5 taking in a real deeper story to Oka Oka, right? Like maybe back about a backstory and between Aku Aku and Oka Oka's relationship with between them, right? With, of them being brothers. I would like to see that. Going deeper into the lore of both of Oka Oka and Aku Aku. And maybe how Oka Oka and Cortex first got to each other. Right? How Cortex found, or Oka Oka found Cortex at the start. I would like to see that. That'd be an interesting idea. Like just imagine seeing how the story of how Cortex and Oka Oka first came in encounter with each other. And maybe we see the lore of Aku Aku and Oka Oka's mother, right? Because we only got a mention of Aku Aku and Oka Oka's brother, or mom, and Mind of a Mutant. And imagine if something like that similar would be with Crash 5, where we see much more. Like, I could just see it being a brother to brother story plot, right? I could really see Crash 5 being. I don't know why. I just see it being focused around the brothering of Crash, or of Aku Aku and Oka Oka between them those two. I think that would make a really good plot. That would make a very interesting plot, right? That would make a very interesting plot. But that's just me. That's just me thinking of what I would like to see.
Why did you? I have to choose a bandicoot. If I just was a wombat, this all would have been different. Wombats.
But like I said, I would love to see something that is related to Aku Aku and Uka in the story. That would be quite interesting. And what caused them to go their separate ways as well. And maybe we could hear maybe Uka Uka wasn't a bad mask at the beginning, right? Like when Aku Aku and Uka Uka were little. Maybe we would hear the true story between both Aku Aku and Uka Uka. And Uka Uka wasn't, at first, when he was little, a child, a little mask, he wasn't very evil. He was like his brother. But we could hear something caused, whatever it could be, that caused Uka Uka to change to how he is, like being evil. Again, that would be a great idea. I like that idea. I love that idea. Because I feel like we need to see a grass game that has some backstory and some lore between those two characters. Between the two brothers. Especially since they're twins. They're twin brother. Because Aku Aku always mentions his evil twin, Uka Uka. Or brother Uka Uka, he always mentions. And maybe Crass and Coco wonder why is Uka Uka so evil, right? Why is Uka Uka so evil, they question. And Aku Aku would say, well, children, I guess it is about the time that I tell you the truth, the real story of how Uka Uka and I, or before Uka Uka and I went our separate ways. Like, again, that would feel so good for Crash 5. Having some backstory to the brother of Crash or Aku Aku and Uka Uka, I think that would just work really well. Especially just from the 106% ending, looking like that Uka Uka is going to be the main bad guy in Crash 5. It looks like. So that would make sense too. What do y'all think about that? And I know this is probably a little extreme as well, but I just thought of also something else that they can take from Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, where Oka Oka's no evil power in Crash 5 that he would have after awakening from that time prison. He would, after awakening from the time prison, Oka Oka realizes that he has much stronger evil power inside of him. So he would cause something that would make the world in total chaos and stuff. And Crash and Coco and Aku Aku, or Aku Aku would show Crash and Coco a special weapon, special artifact or something that will strip Oka Oka from his powers completely, removing his powers. I know that does seem a little extreme, but I just thought of that too. Imagine having some sort of relic or something, or maybe the quantum mask could have something to go with it too. That they have some sort of chest or that can seal any powers, any of the mask powers. Like, that's just me. That's just me on that. That'll be a great, but depends on game developers, though. That is true. It just depends on the game developer. The developers between it that's working on the game. But I think that would work perfectly, right? Just imagine that. Everything that I mentioned, everything that I just mentioned being part of Crash 5. That would work so great as a plot. Even if it's not directly of what I mentioned, something similar to it. But I've definitely been having some thinking of what the plot could be about. Like, it could be an origin story as well. You know, an origin story, like I mentioned, between Aku Aku and Oka Oka. Between Aku Aku and Oka Oka when they were kids. Maybe Oka Oka wasn't evil when they were little. And something made Oka Oka be evil. Maybe the powers that Oka Oka had, he took them for advantage of them, right? He took advantage of his powers, so he decided to use them for evil. I guess that's similar to Rad as well, of A Hero's Tale, where Rad, the Elder Dragon, had all this power, and he used it to his advantage to be evil, to make himself evil. So something like that could work too. But yeah, that's the plot, I think, of Crash 5. That's what I've been thinking for quite a while, and I haven't told anybody about that idea until now. Again, I think it's really good, a plot like that. Like, it could work very well. But it just depends who's going to be developing the game. But yeah, I just think that would be an interesting plot in general for the fifth Crash game. The fifth main installment. I just think in Build that would be a great idea for the story. And another idea, we could say this an elder mask, right? An elder mask that is even older than Aku Aku and Uka Uka themselves. Even the Quantum Mask and Elementals. Way older than all of those. Again, even older than a Konawa. Mask older than any of the masks. We could say. That is basically the protector of all the masks. A protector to all of the masks. And that we see for the first time. Comes to Wumpa Island and we see for the very first time.
What must I do to prove myself? Mother's name, Sharon. Childhood head, frog with googly eyes. Favorite food,
Butter and noodles are on the side.
embryo. Change the password to my diary. This truth is snooping.
And another element I would love to see is some of Cortex's family, which I know technically they all died, but I would love to see more backstory between Cortex and his family. That's also something I would think that would be really cool to see. Some backstory that relates to Cortex and his family when he was a little clown. When he was just a small clown. Because remember, Cortex was raised and his family was basically unprofessional clowns, unsuccessful clowns that died in a freak fireworks explosion. And of course, Cortex basically, well, the N on his head was by his siblings. The N that is now metal was an N that his siblings drew on him while he was sleeping with a marker or a permanent pen. That's how Cortex has that in him. And look, there's Cortex's dad. That's Cortex's dad that night, and that's his mom. That's his parents.
You'll never find me, Neo Cortex. This castle is a maze. I alone know all of its
Halls and passages.
like the one behind the portrait of grandfather that opens when you press on his triangular font.
But how? But again, all of that and much more would be really interesting for Crash 5. there's that glitch where the lab assistants are just still standing there. My bad. I was going a little carried away there. Look at all that wampa.
I padded up the hill with your cave, you lout. Lout? Why, I never. What is it? Am I seeing double?
Ooh.
Embryo,
Am I saying double?
remote this broad hologram access. No, Embryo, I'm no fraud. I'm from the future. You must listen to me. Embryo, do you not recognize your own master? I'm the real.
I would hate to be Embryo in that
No,
situation.
Embryo, I am.
For real, I would hate to be Embryo right there.
Ding dong, ding dong. Oh my, sounds like the doorbell. I better go see who it is.
Because he is so confused. He has to be so confused. Saying two of his master. Arguing. Here comes the fun part with all the mask switching.
Quit struggling. Don't make me. Help! Anyone! We have people doppelganger situations. I'm not a doppelganger. No, forget it. Help! There, that'll shut me up.
There we go. Perfect relic. Again, that's why I love Cortex Castle. Once was a painful, brutling level, but now one of my favorites and easy developer relics to get. Oh, I'm missing some flashback tapes. Where exactly? Where exactly am I missing some flashback tapes? Again, I'm missing 3 of them. Hang on. Where? Oh yeah, I didn't get one here, or I didn't get one in. I didn't get it in Blast to the Past. Give it a spin. I didn't get it. And Jetboard Jetty. Right. That's right. We'll go and get those in a minute. We'll go and get those. Once we do the pass on mask and seeing double. I totally forgot that I didn't go back and I just restart the levels once we did those and got it. Forgot about that.
I won't let me fail. I mean,
Well, differently. I mean,
oh, crap.
Cortex Castle, Toxic Tunnels, Great Escape, Rock Block, and Sipping Era are still my least favorite levels of this game. I definitely can say, especially Rock Block, the Great Escape, Sipping Error, most especially. Sipping Error is one of my favorites. And, of course, Rock Block. Mainly because of Crisis Section. Dingodile Section is fun, but Crisis Section, And, of course, Toxic Tunnels, most definitely. Not one of my favorites.
There must be a way for me to read with me.
I just wonder how you could even reason with yourself, right? How can you even reason with yourself? That's what I want to know. How is that possible? Here comes the arguing scene of Cortex and past Cortex.
Like I am. Masquerade as me, will you? Well, I'm you from the future, you idiot! I'm not an idiot. You're the idiot. Idiot. Get him!
The lab assistants are so confused. The lab assistants are just so confused. So confused they look. When they're saying about two Cortexes. Like, they're so confused. I love this cutscene. Me too. I love that cutscene. It's so funny. Seeing Cortex and Cortex arguing. And calling each other idiots, right? Calling both of themselves idiots. This is very funny. Like, how can you not love it either? Well, right, how can you not love that cutscene? It's so funny. Seeing Cortex argue with himself. Like, I would be awkward too. I would be the lab assistant. I would have the same reaction. I would have the same reaction, being so lost, so confused. Seeing two cortexes arguing, like, I would be confused too. No doubt about it. I'd be honestly confused. I would be confused. But again, one of my favorite cutscenes. One of my favorite cutscenes in the game has to be that one. And also in Trophy and Female and Trophy. Neocortex. I'm from the future, you idiot. That's Neocortex. I'm not the idiot. You're the idiot. Like, again, you have to laugh. You just got to laugh with that. You just got to laugh when you just see them arguing. You just have to love it when he's just arguing. The past unmasked. I love this boss fight.
You have any idea how stubborn I used to be?
Yes.
Yes. I need to stop him from making you. But I can't kill him because that would kill me. So I guess that means I'll have to kill you.
This is one of my favorite Cortex boss fights in the franchise.
Did you jump on the pseudomatic? Cheater! Stop that! Assistant, help! Unbelievable! Just relax and accept non-existence.
And again, you have all the quantum mask being used against you.
Pseudomatic! Shoot! Jump! Assistant, help! Time out! Annihilator! Fire!
I definitely makes me wonder how Cross 5's final boss fight is gonna go. And how intense it will be.
Smell your feet boiling.
This final boss fight was a little bit hard, but I beat him. It was decent. Definitely. One of my favorites. What a so amazing final boss fight. A way better Cortex boss fight than Cross 2. Right? I don't know why I sneaked there, but right. Definitely way better than, in my opinion, better than Cortex's second boss fight in Cross 2.
Assistant, go!
Again, I love this boss fight.
Slowly.
Ready, set.
Power before Cortex. Stop that. Assistant, help! Rude.
I can't know.
I'm bored of your shenanigans.
Oh, it's Econo time. Lasers.
Stop that! Stop! Resistance!
Help! Jumped on that laser. That's not how you're supposed to do it. I, for some reason, jumped on it.
Stop!
Come on, Cortex.
Stop that! Resistance! Help!
Gotcha. Gotcha, Cortex.
Not like this. No! 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 Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won!
New General's first order of business
Will be to dispose of you. We are closer than ever before. Quickly!
I love this part. Cross saving himself from future Cross, saving his past self. Love it. Failure again.
Explain a lot.
Stay. What are you going to do to me?
Looks like somebody needs a little time out. Somewhere he can't cause any trouble.
Enjoy
The end of the universe.
Dingo's diet is big and ready for you. Like that, the delectable dishes inspired by my interdimensional travels. Enjoy the breeze with our innovative special dining room design. Dingo's Diner, health and safety rated D. Oh, delicious! Warning, D is a purely sanitation rating, does not stand for delicious.
Remember, Dingo's Diner, rated day. Dingo's Diner is rated day for delicious. Cortex at the end of the universe.
He's at last.
Oh, I would regret saying that, Cortex. Especially when Cortex finds you.
Almost there.
He is going to obliterate you, Cortex. One Uka finds
Five,
like for real.
3, 2, 1.
Like for real. When Uka gets his powers on, when he gets himself to Cortex, he is going to do something evil to something bad to Cortex. Mel Winkler, the OG Crass voice actor, which who would never Aku Aku actor that will never be forgotten.
This game has been a work of fiction. Any similarities to any marsupial, talking masks, dingo alligator hybrids, or evil science guys with weirdly shaped heads, living or dead, is purely coincidental. You should not have played this game if you suffer
I love
from
this.
allergy, crash rash, fear of ultimate dimension, fear of moving platforms, fear of still platforms, fear of sequels, fear of squishy noises, fear of bouncy noises, fear of super science, fear of collecting things, fear of 90s nostalgia, inability to comprehend time paradoxes, inability to forgive those who have wronged you, inability to pick a restaurant when someone asks you what you're hungry for, inability to remember where you parked, or a delicate tummy, or information on
I love that.
diet,
It's a
habitat,
great
sleeping habits,
credit
birthday wish
thing.
lists, and shoe sizes. Visit your local library or ask your grandma. I don't know if she has any prior experience with bandicoots, but she's very wise, and I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. The makers of this game do not in any way endorse eating at Dingodile's Diner, which has been known to cause trans-dimensional discharge, intestinal rifts, wampa whooping cough, parasitic slime boil, random teleportation into darker timelines, and uncontrollable mewing like a little kitty cat during important business meetings. Any unauthorized exhibition, distribution, or duplication of this game will result in very hurt feelings. And why would you want to hurt our feelings? We've always said really nice things about you. We even said your new haircut looked great, even though it was kind of a weird length for you. Guests of Crash Bandicoot stay at Tensei Beach Suite, which is just a log with some moss on it. The moss is really soft, though, so you should be able to get a good night's sleep. What, are you stupid to sleep on a log? Sorry, Your Majesty. I suppose you want a continental breakfast instead of a handful of ants that make their nest under the tree. Jeez Louise, there's no pleasing some people.
You hear that?
Okay, I'm ready to go again. The events of this game are absolutely 100% canonical, unless you didn't like them. In that case, it was all a dream.
I love that. So I think we'll end this stream here. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like, and subscribe to my account. Make sure all notifications are turned on so you don't miss anything on my channel. And yeah, next time we'll do the flashback tapes. Alright, we'll start with the flashback tapes. Oh yeah, triple spin unlocked. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. And again, that was today's stream, and we'll see y'all next video. Bye!